There's a lot of silly things that people say to single people. You might have heard some of them. You can feel free to drop them in the comments if you want. But today I want to talk about a very specific one that I just think needs to be addressed. I got so much love in my heart for you single women out there. I talk with a lot of you, I journey with a lot of you, and I know that it is not easy when you desire a relationship, when you desire marriage, when you desire family life and all those things, to be single and to have people say silly things to you. And the one that I want to address today, you might have heard before. It is something along the lines of this. The moment you stop looking, the moment you stop caring, the Lord will bring the one He has anointed for you into your life. Heard that one before? And I want to address this for this reason. This is not true. And there's no need to be upset about the fact that this is not true. And this is why I want to address this, because I have worked with so many women and talked with so many women who get to this place where they're like, why is it not happening? Because I stopped caring. Like, I don't care anymore. And I finally released this and I finally surrendered to the Lord and I'm finally totally satisfied with the Lord. Why is He not bringing now the guy into my life? This statement brings so much stress to the women I talk to. And yes, again, this is for guys and for girls, but I'm just talking to the girls right now. So much stress. Why? Because they think, right? They latch onto this statement because so many people say it over and over and over. Like, the moment you stop caring, He's gonna come into your life. And they get to this place where they're like, I feel like I've let go. I feel like I don't care anymore. I feel like I've really surrendered it over to the Lord. Like, so why isn't it happening? And they stress and they stress and they stress, thinking like, what else am I holding on to? How can I possibly care less about this? How can I possibly surrender this more? How can I possibly be more totally satisfied as a single person? Because if I get to that place, then He will come into my life. And I'll tell you what, I don't understand the ways of the Lord when it comes to like marriage and relationships and bringing people together. I have a couple of friends who are fabulous, fantastic, amazing women in their 30s who would make fabulous wives and mothers, and they are still single. And I ask the Lord, I'm like, Lord, You're sending a lot of good and holy husbands to a lot of good and holy women, but what about these fantastic, beautiful women? Like, I don't get it. I have prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed for the Lord to bring these women into the vocation of marriage, which they feel called to and they desire, and it hasn't happened yet. And they have prayed 9,000 times more than I have, even for themselves. And I don't get it, and I don't understand it. And so that's why it's so important to understand that this is not the truth, so that you don't stress in your life about saying, what else am I holding on to? Like, I have to be caring about something else or that person would be in my life. It's not the way it works. Sometimes I gotta, work on trusting that His plan is better than what I think the plan should be. Maybe you've been there in your life, but that's what I want you to remember. That it's not about getting to this place where you don't care and, that person's is going to pop up out of the blue. Single people that I talk to, they get to this place where is it okay to care? Is it okay to have this desire? Is it okay to have this longing? And the answer to that question is yes. It's perfectly okay to care. It's perfectly okay to desire that. It's perfectly okay to have that longing. Is it okay to let that desire and that longing control your life? To control every minute of every day? No. But the desires of our hearts, when ordered properly, when we manage them properly, they're natural and normal. And if you care and if you, are working, if you're a woman of faith, like on your journey with the Lord and you're just walking with the Lord and you still have that desire and you don't understand that statement of like, until you stop caring, He's gonna, once you stop caring, He's gonna fall out of the sky. It's okay. And I just wanted to reassure you of that the longing for that is okay and good. And the desire for that is okay and good. Will God fulfill, we talked about that before. Will God fulfill the desire for marriage on everybody's heart? I've talked about vocation, and Andrew talked about vocation, and I've talked about that on Instagram. That's another branch to the tree. But I want you to know that That it's not a matter of if you, right, you listening right now, get to that place where you thrown in the towel and then it's going to happen. That's not the way it happens. So what I want you to do is continue to just live your one wild and precious life. And I want you to get out there, right? And it's hard because everybody's like locking down again and everybody's back in quarantine. So it's like, how do I live when I'm stuck in my bedroom? As best you can. One day at a time, get up and just embrace the life that you have right now. Look for the good in it, look for the beauty in it, and keep walking forward. Knowing that if you're a woman of faith, if you're a person in general, God's plan for your life is good and beautiful no matter what it involves. And I never, ever, ever want you to forget that. So care all you want. Have that desire and continue to keep your heart up. That's all for today. Sometimes I think, someone should say something about this. That's all for today. Talk to you soon. Bye.